06 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got.
Let's meet the starting five for your Detroit Pistons. Starting at the shooting guard at 6 feet 7 inches, number 55, Duncan Robinson. At power forward, 6'8", number 12, Tobias Harris. The forward, 6'6", number 9, All-Star Thompson. Center, 6'10", numero 0, Jay Duran. At guard, 6'8", number 2, Cunningham. The head coach of your Detroit Pistons, J.B. Biggerstaff. This is your Detroit Pistons.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Zubac in at the center position, filling out the middle. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duran in at the center position. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
And that gets us rolling.
Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. On the wing, Nembhard. Robinson defending. And here's Siakam for three. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a three-point game. Robinson on the wing. Lets the three fly. Drops in the three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Harris up top. He's covered by Siakam. And the dunk by Duran.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Andrew Nembhard, 2 shots.
That's good from Nembhard. One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
Now here's Robinson. Pass to Harris. Let's go with a 3. And Detroit another 3.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Shot from 12. And the basket by Halliburton.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Harris outside. To the paint. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Cunningham outside. Hits the trifecta. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket on the night.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Here's Siakam. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Duncan Robinson. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Get up, get up, get up, and start making some noise. Here they come. Go, Pistons.
Here's Zubac. Up top, Siakam. Halliburton outside. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Neesmith. Just 5 to shoot.
Using all of his 7-foot wingspan effectively, Cunningham stays on the shooter.
Zubac with the steal. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Nembhard. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Siakam, right side. Three-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by Detroit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight.
At the line for Detroit, Thompson taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. And Indiana with some changes. Walker comes in for Neesmith. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
That was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
First one falls for him. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And both free throws good for Walker.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys. Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Toppin. Shoots over Holland. Toppin's shot is off. Halliburton against Herder. Outside for LeVert. The three. And the Pistons, another three.
You know, these are exactly the shots, guys, the coaching staff wants LeVert to take because they know it gets him going.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. He talked about the importance of trying to control the pace of the game. Coach said, quote, Halliburton and his offense like to play fast and push the ball up the floor. So we want to limit their fast break chances and make them play in the half court. We'll see if they're able to slow them down. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Jenkins. And again, it's Detroit converting.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Here's Huff. No points yet. Pass to Halliburton. To the middle. They need this. And he goes in for the dunk.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
It's Herder on the wing. Here's Holland. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Putting his height to great use there, feeling out the situation and then hitting from mid-range.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Halliburton looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Can't nail the jumper.
Letting him have that from mid-range. Defense dodged the bullet there.
And so it's Detroit with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility, salary-wise, and these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves. Okay, Shams, thanks for the update. On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. We've got Toppin, Jackson out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Pascal Siakam, and it's Walker in at the small forward position. Here's Walker. Now here's Siakam. He's closely guarded. That one goes. Count it. Siakam's got 8 points.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Cunningham against Jackson. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Pass to McConnell. Jackson outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duran inside. Wow, just wow.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Down by 12. Pascal Siakam with a nice finish.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game at both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Stewart, he's checked in for Holland. Huff's checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Jackson. Siakam, the pass to Walker. Here's McConnell. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. McConnell's got his first 2 points of the night.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Detroit moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Stewart. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Pacers trail by 13. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton outside. From outside the arc. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Here's Cunningham. Paid even when he's up against it inside.
Absolutely locked in. Cunningham taking pleasure sticking the jumper right on the defense.
McConnell finds Walker. Now Halliburton. Fires for three. On target from range. Halliburton's got 5.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Halliburton against Cunningham. Here's Duren. And again, it's Detroit converting.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Now here's Duren. Here's Jenkins. Fires in the triple. Jenkins has gotten his second bucket.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Pacers trail by 17. Siakam outside. McConnell outside. Pass to Halliburton. Got a hand on it.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat. Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Now Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And some changes here for Detroit. Harris is checked in for Stewart, and it's Thompson in for Jenkins. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Ivica Zubac's checked in for Huff. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Neesmith, he's checked in for Walker, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And here are the Pacers now. 17-point game. Here's Halliburton. Oh! Halliburton scoring amongst the trees.
Halliburton's length really an asset on that play.
Halliburton with a steal. And now Indiana on the fast break. The 11-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Halliburton's got 11 points. Detroit leading by 13. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Halliburton, the pass to Neesmith. And here's Toppin. Halliburton left side. from about 16. And Indiana again with the bucket.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Detroit has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Now here's Cunningham. 13 points in the game.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
There's Cunningham with a 3. He drops it from range. 16 points for him.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble! Yeah, thinking about the shot. Oh, so close. So close. All right, give it up for our contestant.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Harris and Duran together in the middle. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Neesmith. Aaron Neesmith. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good. You know, Clark, despite winning 3 championships prior to the NBA days, the Pacers are still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, they've been close a couple of times in the history of the NBA, 2000 and 2025. They've had some really great teams over the years in the 90s and 2010s, and they came close last year, and I think they'll continue to knock and one day kick that door in.
3-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by Detroit.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Alec. Harris misses.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
Shot from 12. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Harris, and Harris throws it down.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important, and right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
Now here's Halliburton. He's got 15. To win the run, 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Here's Duren. He's got 12. Count that one.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Get on with the mascot. Let's prove. Give it up to the dancing machine mascot. Hoopa, the horse.
Here's Halliburton. 18 points for him. Pass to Siakam. Zubac with a screen on Harris. Siakam for 3. And they get it back from deep. They get it back. Goes up again. The shot, no good.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Oh, got that one up quick. Cunningham's got 21.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Back to Halliburton. The 3-ball. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Harris from the arc. And the Pistons, another 3.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Halliburton against Cunningham. And he comes up with a bucket. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
And Cunningham throws it down.
Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Reed's checked in for Duren. Jones comes in for Tobias Harris. Moore's checked in for Thompson. And Green is subbed in for Robinson. Then for Indiana, Toppin. He's checked in for Zubac. Walker comes in for Neesmith. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. That free throw good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Siakam, right side. And that's a foul called on Paul Reed. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Sasser's checked in for Cunningham. The Pacers also with a sub. Huff's checked in. Now here's McConnell. Off target from outside. You know, looking at T.J. McConnell's start in the NBA, is it fair to say his days during the process era of the Sixers helped him, Clark?
I don't think there's any question, but I think PJ came to the game with an edge. I watched him play in high school and couldn't take my eyes off of him because he just made plays, whether it was stealing the ball, pressuring the ball, driving and creating for teammates. I mean, he plays with such confidence and energy and tenacity. He's a valuable player to have in your second unit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Huff. The 3 is up. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th assist with that last one. We've got 1:13 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's Sasser. And Detroit another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Siakam, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
That one's good by Moore.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. McConnell passes to Huff. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. Huff's got his third bucket of the night.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's Jones, and he gets that one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Sasser with a rebound.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And that one's good. Green.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Pistons ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Pascal Siakam out there with Shepard. Then it's Jackson. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Huff in at the 5, down low. Got it.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
To the inside, Holland. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Outside Herter. Here's LeVert. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you give Karis LeVert that kind of positioning, guys, I mean, he's going to finish with power.
The drive by Siakam. Kicks it out to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McConnell.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page and fast.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Potter, he's checked in for Huff. Brown comes in for Jackson. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to LeVert. Stewart, right side. Shoots over Siakam. Indiana with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. And both free throws good for Brown. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
The drive by Brown. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Halliburton. And he drops it in from the low post. Halliburton's got 22.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
There's Cunningham with a three. Indiana with a rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside for Halliburton. Offline with a three.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
And it's Cunningham missing. The Pacers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Halliburton. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range. Halliburton's got 10 points here in the second half.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that three with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Robinson on the wing. From downtown, gets the three to fall.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Siakam, no good.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
And here's Harris outside, and Detroit another three.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like nasty right there. Oh my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. Cutting apart the defense on the drive, Cunningham skilled at getting to the cup.
The Pacers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And here's Shepherd for three. Another three for Indiana.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Now here's Cunningham. Down low. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
There's 1:34 left in the fourth. Pass to Potter. Now Halliburton takes it inside with the floater. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Cade Cunningham picks that one up. Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right, and it was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover games. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes it.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pistons.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Cade Cunningham.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Outside, Green. Stewart, outside. Over Siakam. Again, the Pistons score.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Jenkins, second personal foul, 13 foul. At the line for the Pacers, Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton, 2 shots.
Free throw good. Halliburton. And both free throws good for Halliburton. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Nembhard against Green. Over to the left wing. Here's Reed. And that comes off the assist by Green.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
And the shot goes in. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And Reed pulls it down. Pass to Stewart. So we see the Pistons taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.